Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate.
Well, hello, everybody. How is everybody doing this evening? I am Tanya Lee, and we are here for all signs what's ahead for us in the next 7 days. And happy St. Patrick's Day out there, guys. Is everybody wearing their green? You know, I was going to go live yesterday, but I wanted to come live tonight because it's St. Patty's time. And I just wanted to be here with you all guys on Monday night instead of yesterday. And so I ended up taking a day off. Hello, Delaney. Welcome. And here I am. So, guys, are you guys ready for seeing what's ahead for us for the next 7 days? Reminder, guys, if you haven't noticed, the mid-month check-ins are officially out for the rest of March, but they're only available at Harmonia Friends Club. Yes. And if you noticed, if for those of you who are intrigued to what it may be, check out the shorts reels because I'm going to be doing previews. I started to release them over the weekend. There's a couple more shorts that are going to be revealed. So if that resonates with you, there's probably more messages over on the other side at Harmonia Friends. So we're going to get situated here. We are on multiple platforms here, not just YouTube. We are also on Twitch and Facebook. Facebook was having a little bit of issues connecting, so hopefully I was able to share my live all right. But if you are on Facebook, I would appreciate you guys going ahead and sharing to like-minded groups and putting the word out there because it's been having some connection issues, but it looks like I'm on there right now. But mostly it's a YouTube gang. All right. So the cards we are going to be using this evening, we're going to be using the Ask Yourself Tarot deck to see what we need to be asking ourselves in the next 7 days. We're going to continue to use the Dark Reflections deck and the Talking Tarot deck because I'm enjoying these decks. And why not? Why not? All right. You guys ready? Are you ready? We're going to see what the collective energy is here. Before we move on, we are going to start off with Pisces. Pisces next week is going to be pushed down to the last one, and we're going to be already in Aries season. Cannot believe it, but spring is amongst us. It's coming, guys. It's coming. It's getting warmer. Well, I hope so. Hello, Leela. Welcome. Looks like the Facebook feed is working. Thank you for letting me know you've seen it because sometimes the notifications aren't going through. Hello, Papa Wheelies. Hello, moderators. All right. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, what do we need to know for the next 7 days? Here we go. No reversals on the collective energy. Page of Wands. Collective. What signs are preparing you to move in a new direction? What signs are preparing you to move in a new direction? Now, I like to look at the pages as all the Fool energy because it is optimism, but it's more than just being optimistic. It's utilizing one of those tools. And in this hand, it is the wand. And that is all about the actions that you take. And there's direct physical actions that are coming up in place here for us in the next 7 days. There's some things that we need to consider. Let's see what our strength is for the next 7 days. What is our strength? And these cards will play out in each zodiac sign reading. So if there's validation on extras, we know that that really resonates with that reading. Our strength is wow. Now this is interesting. Now, who would have thought that the Eight of Swords could be a strength? But here's the thing. Look at this Eight of Swords. This is different, guys. This one, she looks like she's breaking free, and she kind of has that fool's energy, doesn't she? It kind of reminds me of the fool on the traditional Rider-Waite, where, he's looking up and trying to be letting the blindfold fly off here. Okay. So it's like, no, I trust, I believe. And there's something here about believing. They want me to look at the reflection book here. And so I'm going to look here for the shadow words, because there's always shadow words associated with these cards. And sometimes I look at them, sometimes I don't, but because this is a strength, I really want to look at what they say, which part of the challenge. Okay. So the shadow traits to explore here, collective, is limited versus unlimited, right? And also, this is a card of self-doubt. So ironically, which one are you going to go in? Are you going to limit yourself? Now, your limiting could also be boundaries, right? Taking care of the small stuff. But the unlimited could be look at how free I am. So it can kind of go both ways. There's definitely something here that's needed for that. So let's see what the collective challenge is. What is the collective challenge? Look, more wands. Now we have the Seven of Wands. I like the Seven of Wands card because this is somebody here, it's usually the energy here of let me stand up for my rights. Let me defend myself and let me take charge. But this is a person here who sometimes the taking charge is getting out of the group, not following the path. And there's something here where it's like, I give up, but I feel this essence of, like frustration of I give up, or I just surrender, or I'm just going to let it be, or collective. How powerful is it when we say it is what it is? You can't get any more strength out of is what it is, accepting something for what it is. And the defense here is like, just let them be. Why am I trying to change an individual's mind? Especially if you think of lemmings, right? They all kind of fly off the cliff. Interesting, they wanted me to use lemmings because I think of the fool on the cliff. But, it doesn't always necessarily mean they're going to safety. So there's something here where you will be beating your own drum. And you may be asked here to just let it go or let it be. Or it is what it is. So there's acceptance. And that's going to be a challenge because you may be frustrated. And I also feel like it's because you have to go a new direction. The Eight of Wands is something where it's like, ooh, it's needed. It's needed really, really quick. It's needed quick. Sure is. All right. So this is the drill. This is how we work through. We start off with Pisces, and happy birthday to the end of the game Pisces here before we move into Aries season. But you guys want to make sure you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. There's more than one placement in your chart, so there's more chances for you to really dive deep into these readings. Okay, that's why we love all signs, is because you can look at all the different variational parts. Another thing to keep in mind is if you are looking at a particular person, like cross-watching, the story most likely is going to be vice versa. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. It's not always about love either. Reversals are now up. Here we go. Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Who's got Pisces in their chart? I like reading all the signs. Pisces, next 7 days. Here we go. Five of Cups. Page of Wands twice. These are all reversed. Except this one that was flipping all over the place. But I want to say there's frustration here. Okay. I do feel like there's a standstill, but not by choice. I feel like this is for a Pisces who realizes that this is out of their hands and all they can do is really look upon some of the areas that maybe didn't work out to them, but you're healing from this. You're getting through this, okay? You don't want to focus all on the past. You don't want to focus on all of the hurt, the pain. Some of you could have been a breakup. Some of you, it's just failure, looking upon failure or looking at things that didn't go as expressed as you expected it to. But man, Page of Wands reversed. Now, this is interesting because it's a little girl here and it looks like she's holding that candle and she hasn't lit it yet and she's looking out the window here. But notice the background where the house doesn't look that great, does it? It doesn't look that great. It looks like a surrounding here where it's like, I got to get out of this place. Now, think about it. When you're a kid and you're sent to your room, and that's only the place that you can be because you're not an adult yet. But have you ever been there? We can all resonate with that a little bit when we're angry at our parents or angry at the world and we're sent to our room and we're like, I don't want to be in my room. I want to run away. I want freedom. I want to get out of this place. This is what it feels like for this Pisces. In the next 7 days, you're dealing with an environment or a situation that you are still healing from. And there is frustration of wanting to get over something quick enough. Now, some of you, it is a breakup. Others of you, it's because of an actual place that you're in, a place in life. It could be a workplace scenario. Think of anything here that makes you feel like it's not warm, it's not inviting. There's something that just feels broken down. It's like this feels like work. This feels like heavy work. Now, a lot of you can't deny this anymore. You know that, right? But you do feel limited. But there's something here about using they just keep bringing up children with their imagination. Even when they were stuck in a room, what do kids do? They tend to imagine, they pretend. Okay. So there's something here about utilizing this time to create some space as to where you're actually going to be. Now, it's not to fantasize to the point where you are just living in the fantasy. It's about executing certain things to remove it from your life. And some of you, it's just finally removing an area where you don't want to turn back to. Okay. This isn't a person that you want to go back to. This isn't a failure. You don't want to fail again. It's like, no, I'm going to win at this, but sometimes things are outside of our control. And I just feel there's something here this week that you feel a little boxed in. You've come really, really far here. But, what is this? What is this? Now you have to face something. Now, some of you may have to face a specific person. Hi, Autumn. It could be somebody from your past, or maybe it's just a past story that you were telling yourself. You were facing this face to face. It's like, listen, who's going to draw the line? Now, with the sun reverse on this action, there's something here where you need to quit putting time and effort into an old story. And there's something about changing the direction here of your creation or using your imagination for something that is more positive, that is focused on a positivity. It's hard because I feel like you're trying to force something to get out of. And this energy is wild right now with that lunar eclipse energy. But I also feel like there's a lot of karmic debt being played with the signs. And I feel like there's something coming out this particular next 7 days for you, Pisces, that you can't ignore this anymore. You can't deny this. It's like, listen, here's the situation. It's not something I can run around. It's not something I can carry on to the next version of me. And yeah, I have to give myself grace here that this is something that hurt me or, didn't go in my favor. But you can't work. I mean, the teamwork effort here is the ego that's coming in place here. All right. And ineffective teamwork here is trying to force your ego to say, get over something. It's kind of like, I feel almost like a Pisces here has a tendency to bully themselves to get over something quickly and not give themselves grace as to why they may procrastinate, why they may feel stuck, or that there's certain situations that you just have to be present in to get through first. What advice does Spirit have for you? 2 cards, no reversals for Pisces. Here we go. Judgment time. You see all of those individuals? They're the same people here. Okay. Some people are just a season in your life, and there's something here where I feel that you realize that this season is over, or this version of you is done. You are changing your direction. You are, and it's going to take some time. Do not beat yourself up on this if you fall back into old patterns this week. Okay, especially if you get very emotional, especially if something comes up by the past or an individual that comes in the past, could be an ex. But give yourself grace with this emotional balance, because you will still have the opportunity. It's not in your hands yet, but you need to let go of something here that does not belong in this manifestation and what you're trying to grasp. Okay, but there is something in the air, and I do feel like it's the capacity here to follow your heart and to have a little bit more of an optimistic approach. Yes, and outgrowing patterns for sure, but give yourself grace. All right, so let's move on to Aries. Aries is up next. Aries is up next. Aries, I did your preview reel for the next mid-month. That was actually released yesterday. They're just shorts, guys, but it gives you a little bit of a taste of what they are. So make sure you're checking out the shorts. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Lily. Quite a few people on tonight. All right, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Aries, next 7 days. Ooh, it's not quite justice. Not just yet. I just heard not just yet. Huh. Libra energy. We're going to keep it like that. Oh, somebody's not done with you just yet. Are you dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius? We got the King of Swords here. I'm not finished with you just yet. Oh, gosh. This is an individual where it's by their books, their law. They're honest. They're blunt. But you may be really fed up. Yeah, we got the page again. I just feel this energy. This page is probably going to keep coming out for everybody here. All right. You have an individual, Aries, in your life who's incredibly immature. Now, it doesn't matter if they're a grown-ass adult. This is a person here that is very blunt and honest, but they're not happy and they're very meticulous if it's their way or the highway. But I feel like there's something about the perfectionism of this individual that drives you batshit crazy. Now, some of this isn't perfectionism. It may be on you, where you are trying to make or holding on to something to try to hold on to a relationship or hold on to a job or hold on to a connection to see if you can work it out. But you're getting frustrated. It's obvious that somebody here is stalling on you. The decision making should be fair, but it's kind of hard when this individual is the one who has the scales. I'll tell you when I'm ready, or I'll tell you when I think it's good enough. This person's arrogant. I think the hard part too, because they make me do a lot of subtraction here, because that would be the Seven of Swords. You don't trust this person to begin with. So it's hard to even want to be honest with a person that you don't trust. So I feel like you kind of keep hidden too. So you might mirror each other a little bit. This person may not trust you either. But you got to remember, there's a fair judgment and there's an unfair bias here. And this individual feels two-faced. It feels like they can have the best judgment one day when they feel like it, and then the next day they treat you like crap. Yeah. Empty reward. They stall. This person stalls and pushes something away. Heavy procrastinator. And if it's not a perfectionist, it's someone who's just lazy and has this thing of like, Aries will handle it. Aries will take care of it. Aries will do it. Well, that can kind of get old, can it, Aries? I would assume it would. It's not fair. And a stalling is an action. I'm going to tell you that right now. Stalling is an action. You may need to take some. Now, here's the thing. Some of you may feel stuck in a relationship. You may need to get some third-party counseling or advice. Some of you, if there's something here where someone's trying to hold a contract over your head, I just feel like you need high advisement of some sort. All right. This individual is not being fair to you, and you know it. And it's like, now it's costing you money. Interesting that they say that now it's costing you money, because I feel like the longer this person procrastinates, it does cost you money, because you think this person's going to change their mind or be more fair. And then you end up spending more time here, especially if this is work related. This could be somebody here who's like, we'll reevaluate your, maybe they're stalling on your annual review. And the more you stall it, you don't get a promotion, so you're not going to get a raise. So it's like, well, how long am I going to get promoted here if we can never have my review? Some of you are really overdue for a review. Are you asking? This person needs you more than you need them. And if you keep enabling a scenario or situation, they won't ever feel the loss of you, because this individual here does not know how to take care of themselves. Not really. This is someone who neglects themselves or neglects others, and they just kind of take advantage of something. Taurus energy now strongly here. What advice here do we have for Aries who's dealing with this pretty arrogant individual? And let me tell you, if this is an individual who, because when you have the Empress reverse, it's someone here who uses. So they tend to use the children or use the spouse here in a sense of like, you need to do this for me. Okay. So this person here is like constantly playing victim, even to their own children. It's almost like, if this is work related, this would be Aries, your boss complaining about how hard times are. And it's like, why is this my problem? Like, this is like, that sounds like a company boss problem, not like. Here's that fairness. Four of Pentacles. I feel like for your advice here is to hold back the foundation here of what's right for you. Because, and I also feel like the second hand here is taking some advice or getting some kind of advisement of some sort. Like, I feel like you need something of some help here from a third party, to be honest. And some of you may be like, I can't afford that, but it's needed because you can't afford this. Because you're looking a little bit poor here. You're looking pretty disheveled here, right? And somebody, I just feel, Aries, there's your energy. Remember your worth. And just because you may have to penny pinch a little bit or take a loss for a little bit and you're afraid of a loss, Spirit is saying, do you remember how powerful you are? Don't forget, your strength here, even though it's the Eight of Swords. The question here with the reflection card was limitations or unlimited. Don't forget, your potential is more powerful than you think. So it's time to remember how resourceful you are to an individual and to yourself. But there's something here about doing this for you. And this is just a temporary setback with an individual by hiring some extra help or hiring advisement or looking upon something or asking for a review. This is something here where an individual is taking advantage of you. I mean, it's just simply that. All right. Good luck, Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus is up. Hello, Michael. Michael is going to be joining us here from the Metaphysical Journey. He's on Facebook right now, but on YouTube, he's going to be joining us next week for the All Signs next 7 days on Sunday. I'm excited to have Michael back. Hope you guys join us. I'm always excited to do readings with Michael. You're staying out of the kitchen. I'm just glad Facebook is working. I couldn't get it to work. I changed the time on the program and it wasn't sharing properly. I was like, uh-oh. I had to like search for my live to find it. All right, my bulls. You all here? Hello, kitty cat. Welcome. I'm sorry if I missed you guys while I was reading. Okay. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for you in the next 7 days. The Fool. Love it. Breaking free. Taking direction. Why do you look a little crazy? Like, I'm doing it. I'm excited. You got a crazy week? Oh, look at this. The Eight of Swords reversed. You are crazy. That's okay. That's all right. This is somebody here who's hit F it mode. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's like, I'm done. I'm done with all those people. This is somebody here who's like skipping and saying, I quit. Yay, new beginning. I'm not chained to this anymore. There's just something that you're breaking free of. Your confidence is returning this week. And I don't know what you're doing, but you're just doing your own thing and being excited and exhilarated. There's a little bit of a high here. Yeah, you know how you're done? You know how you resolve conflict? You create closure. I think you're done waiting on a person. I think you're done with waiting on time. You know what? This would be, for those of you who listened to the Pisces reading where it was like someone here who was really stuck on the old story. This is someone there who's like, no, I'm done with that version of me. That's like deader than dead. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. I don't want to look at this anymore. It is what it is. We're going to agree to disagree. But I am not going to let this piss on my parade and piss on my new start. And this is you just embracing a new direction, embracing fear. Is it exciting? Is it exhilarating? I think there's some freedom here, but I think that you're trying to use the fear and switching it to excitement. Like, I almost feel like, you know, they're showing how like people get pumped, like how, you know, if you got like a sportsman or people playing sports where they're getting pumped up, they're jumping up and down, or they're using their adrenaline to get ready for the game. And there's something here where it's like, I'm going to face this. I'm going to face this. I'm going to face this. Nope. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's like the Band-Aid is pulled for this Taurus. Oh my goodness. Because something has been stuck. You have been fighting some kind of transition. And some things are just meant to fall. They just simply are. Now, here's the thing. Just because this is the energy, because I always see the tower, and this is my version of the tower. When the tower is reverse, it's never a direct hit to you. It's the shit show around you. That could be somebody going, oh my gosh, Taurus, can you believe X, Y, and Z happened? And you're so detached from it that you're like, yeah, Well, I'm not going to let that be like, that's sad, but did you see you got a new start? Like, you're not going to let the environment that may be breaking around you affect the fact that you have a new start. And there are some things that are just not in your control. And it's like, yeah, that's sad that happened, but it's not my control anymore. And your way of controlling certain things was just letting something be, you know? Oh, I love this for Taurus. We have the Emperor here. All right. Taking charge. No hard feelings. Bad shit happens to people all the time. Now, some of you, if you're dealing with an individual here who especially chose somebody else, if this is a third party scenario, or, somebody here tried to ghost you or end something with you and you felt like it was no closure, something like this, you have released something energetically. And you know what happens when you release somebody energetically? They feel it. They go, "Where's Taurus? What's happening?" Right? So all of a sudden their world starts falling apart. Yeah. They may be overthinking their choices if this is a person like, holy shit, did I really lose Taurus? Now, others of you, if this is you trying to make a decision about a specific task or thing that you're going to do, it's looking at it and saying, I'm done overthinking my choice and I'm just going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to be a leader. And if I fail, it's okay. I'm going to learn a lesson anyway. The Emperor isn't afraid to fail. He makes really, really tough decisions, especially being all four kings in one. And sometimes he can be unruly and sometimes he can mess up. But guess what? He takes accountability. He'll be like, yeah, I messed up. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best approach. But at least I wasn't overthinking my choice anymore. At least I did something. At least I know. At least I know now. Now, some of you, if it's been going back and forth over a person, especially let's say you like somebody and it's like, it's wishy-washy. And it's like, I'm going to flat out just tell this person I have feelings. I'm going to just say it how it is. And they may not have the same feelings for you, but at least you know. You don't have to waste your time anymore. Yeah. You are breaking ground. And you're willing to put work in this new direction, in this new version of you, in this new endeavor, and learning as you go about it and taking your time. And this isn't a card of like, it's typically a card for waiting, but I see this with a book. Like, this is the most enjoyable Seven of Pentacles that I've ever seen. Because usually he's sitting there leaning on his hoe, staring at it going, is it growing yet? Does it get me anywhere? And this individual's like, you know what? I think I'm just going to pull out my book and see what's going on here and just do some research and use the best of my time and, learn something new, and there's just something here where you're willing to put the work in and you're willing to be present and not focus so much on the result. I like this for Taurus. I do like this. Yeah. There's the book again. Now we got the Two of Wands energy here, okay? Massive new opportunities. But there's something here where I feel that you were kind of like on that dock waiting for something to receive. And it says, what signs are preparing you to move into a new direction? Well, it's not just moving in the new direction. It's just being in the direction. So there's something here where whatever is coming up next for you, and your advice here is to accordingly make sure you take documentations, accordingly make sure you're journaling and checking in with yourself. But whatever you're doing here and your focus is on while you're doing this effort or having this new start is to enjoy the moments. Like, I feel like this writing and this journaling is to be kind of a library that you can go back and go, wow, you know what? It really didn't take that long. But obviously it could have taken, I don't know, 2 or 3 years or something, let's say, but you'll have something to look back at how far you've come. And there's something here where you begin this documentation of how far you've come, and you're going to be surprised how quickly it goes. Surprised how quickly it comes, because I do believe once you shift your focus, it's going to come in a lot quicker time is just an illusion, right? Especially if it's for love. All right, Gemini. Gemini is up. Letting go. You feel lighter. That's nice. When you're not used to doing it, it can sometimes be very overwhelming because it's like you go for free fall, you know, and then you realize you're. The best way it was ever described to me with letting go is just remember Alice in Wonderland. When she was falling down that hole, she really didn't fall and splat to the ground. She kind of just floated, right? And she's like, "Oh, look what's all around me." And that's all we're doing is we're going down that Alice rabbit hole when we let go and we just kind of see what's around us. Like, well, that's interesting. That's neat. What's this about? That's intriguing. Oh, I love it. I'm all about burning. I'm like, let me write it down and burn it. I think that's just the witch in me, though. I have to burn things down like the phoenix. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for you in the next 7 days. Gemini. Eight of Cups here. Temperance. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. A lot of you have been patiently waiting for an individual to come back or get some kind of closure. Could have been dealing with a Sagittarius. I do feel like you mirror one another. Some of you may feel like twin flames, but it's soulmate energy here, okay? There's a dark side and there's a light side, and there's something here where I feel like right now you're looking at this like they made me out to be the villain and they're the angel. How did that happen? But I also feel this energy of going, I'm always going to be blamed. And I don't feel so much it's the fear of change. It's the hope. What's running out here is hope for this person to change. And it is a mirror effect. A mirror. Look at this. Virgo energy now. Okay. There's some deep soul searching needing here to do. But I feel like this space is needed. And I feel like you're looking upon this much differently now. Because there's just this answer of they're not coming back, or I'm not going to get answers. What do I do? And there's something about needing this time or this break to get to know you and what truly you want to get to. Now, some of you, this is not a romantic thing, and it's just something about recovering from the past, whether it was past mistakes, whether it was what you felt like a time waster, or it's like I'm too old to start. You're really evaluating that and going, is that really true? We were using Alice in Wonderland earlier, and it does kind of remind me of the tea party where Alice gets kind of really annoyed of how many times are we going to have an unbirthday party? And she's like, get me out of this crazy town with the Mad Hatter. You were kind of in a loop there. Okay. Feeling hung on a story, hung on an individual, and it was just going in circles. It wasn't really going anywhere. There was no traction to this. And some of you may feel like you failed because if you stuck around a little bit longer, or if you did something a little bit differently, then it would be a completely different turnaround. So I think you're blaming yourself a lot more on the sense, but it's not needed. It's just sometimes we have that it's like negative talk to oneself. I feel like you're beating yourself up for not seeing the red flags sooner. And again, with the red here, I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit. In fact, there's a lot of red here. Red, 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 red. There's anger here. It's like a built up anger that I feel of wasting my time. Like, why didn't I leave this table? Why did I do that? But you also know that this is burning you out. And if you keep going in this way, it's becoming unhealthy. So a lot of you are seeing some of the unhealthy talk. Some of you may want to seek some counseling here or seek something where it's inner peace. I don't care if it's meditating, yoga, going outside, but there's a need for it, there's a desire for it, because the space that is needed is just to ground yourself, to be present. And some of you are isolating yourself to the point where it's like, well, I just don't want to be the Debbie Downer of the group. But there's something here about being around individuals that do lift you up, because that is what's going to help you. So there is a new direction that is needed, but this is a space here to reflect on getting out of it. You got out of this. It didn't go how the way you wanted it to. You didn't get to go through the door. Okay, something is not ready to go through the door with this relationship or with this opportunity. It's closed right now, and it's closed for a reason. There's healing that's needed. But it's hard when you see that as your person or your desires and going, oh my gosh, I wasted so much time. I didn't really get anything out of it. And I feel there's this need here. Oh, well, look at here. We have Friskers here meowing. He hasn't done this in a while, but he just brought a gift. So when he brings his mouse over and meows, that means a gift is coming. You're not seeing the biggest gift on here. The gift that you can give yourself for just giving yourself some love. Okay. Using this as your playground here of finally putting yourself on the pedestal versus another scenario or person. So even though this may feel like a broken dream or a really big heartbreak, I also feel like there's closure here for you, realizing that you're consistently going into this circle. Yes, Friskers, we hear you. So I feel like there's just something here, especially look at all these guys. You got 4, 4, 8, 8, but 8s break down into 4s. There's a lot of 4s here. So that's about your structure, your stability, but also the ability to manifest what's best for you. And this was not working. This was not best for you. And that's something where it doesn't mean that you cannot have the opportunity of the goal you want. You asked for something better. And right now you need to take care of yourself. You need to get better. All right, we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. Yeah, a lot of. Did you hear him? Was he meowing? Did you hear? I wasn't sure if it was coming through the mic because my mic is not that sensitive because I have it down pretty. He was pretty loud. He was pretty loud. Thanks, guys, for all the love and for sharing and for commenting. It does help the channel get seen. Let's see what's in store for Cancer. You're tuned into Kitty Meow. Well, I did the infamous. Why do cats do this? I know I got cat owners on here, but I did the infamous, let me take the broom and go underneath the couch and pull out and see what's underneath there. And there was like 20 mice, toy mice underneath there. And I was like, why do you guys shove them under here? There's like, my house isn't small. There's plenty of room for them to do it everywhere. So there's like a chunk of mice over there. So he's playing with them. So he's bringing them to me to be like, look what I found. I'm sure it's right back underneath the couch. As soon as I get off there, we'll see how many more mice are actually out. Hello, Tarot Demore. Welcome. Cancer. You ready? Here we go, Cancer. Next 7 days. Oh my gosh. Cancer. The Hangman. The Five of Swords. Oh gosh. All right. Cancer, you ready for this? There's something. You're getting some news. You didn't give up on something. You didn't give up, and you are going to win. You are going to win this, but at what cost? At what cost? There is something here where you didn't give up on, and you were like, hold. But there's something here intuitively. My Cancers are very intuitive, that they knew this was going to happen. And I feel like this is the same mode as this. And it's like, I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. And this is my call to exit. Thank you very much. It's time for me to leave this baloney and go after what I want to now. You just gave me ammo to do what I want to do. That's what a Cancer's saying this week. All right. Like, yep, you want to end something? Totally cool with me. Saw this coming anyway. Time for me to explore my other opportunities and the opportunity that actually gets me somewhere. Okay. So I do feel like you've been patient, and some of you were told that whatever this patience was you shouldn't wait, you should have leave beforehand. And you're like, no, there's something about I'll know when to leave, and I'll know because the crowd's all going to go for it. So this is like something based on the crowd. So this is based upon, this could be an entire family unit. This could be a work unit, but it's like knowing where it could even be like a reorg. So, maybe companies are reorganizing, but you knew this was coming. You knew this was coming. Yes, you're just in time for Leo. Oh, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Queen of Cups, there you are. Like, I didn't have to do a damn thing. I can love anyways. I can love it for the anyways. The storm's coming. Yeah, I know. I tried to warn you of this. There's something about warning. Whatever this information is, you warned a group. You warned individuals of this outcome. But it's enough for you to go, well, I can't change their mind. So you guys did it, or you guys waited for it. So I'm out. This is an I told you so moment. I don't see it as a thing of you. Here's the thing. I don't feel like you're going to be pointing at an individual and shoving it down their throat. I think that you are going to mirror back to the individual with compassion or their frustrations, but let them figure it out on their own. You are literally holding up the mirror, but it's also going, here's the self-reflection. I now know. I have to listen to my intuition. That whatever this has to do with, it has to do with your intuition. You got the validation, the internal validation that you were right. This was needed though, because you are frustrated with this. Your intuition's not always on par. Nobody's is. But there's something here where you have built this strength to do so. And now you know with this happening that that's a key. That's part of your dictionary now. It's like when that happens, now I know to trust it. And there's this built of trust that is happening for you this week. Oh my goodness. Here we go. The Lovers. Now, this wasn't upright, but this is Gemini energy here. It's a choice. All right. This is a choice here of people stay with you or when to leave. And I feel like there are some individuals that you are breaking apart from, or you just know is not going to be part of your circle. And there also, for some of you, there's going to be a new connection here where you kind of you kind of feel the support of it. All right, this person always believed in you. This is a person here who trusted you, but these individuals did not take your advice. They did not trust you. They did not trust the outcome. And there's something here where you now know, and it's enough for you to be able to see who your circle is. Interesting. What advice does Spirit have for Cancer? No reversals. When it's over, it's over. When a chapter ends, you know to leave. Your job is done, Cancer. Congratulations. Your job is done. Scorpio energy in here. Okay, you're like the Grim Reaper. Okay, it's time for a new chapter. It's a time for a new direction. Now's the time to exit. Now's the time to exit. Now's the time to face the consequences. And you warn these individuals or this person, you warn them, and they didn't listen. So there's consequences that have to go in there, but the consequences is you walking away. You are leaving something behind. That's what I got. All right, let's see what's going on for Leo. Leo. Oh, I still have my old banners up. I got to fix that. Let me fix that banner because we already have started the show. All right. Bye, Felicia. I can feel the frustration. It sucks when like nobody's listening because then it's like, am I wrong? And I feel like this Cancer does that a lot, you know? And it's like, maybe I am wrong, but there's something that you're not going to be wrong about it this week. No, you were right. And it's enough for you to leave it now. Leo is up. 2 more shuffles and we'll get into Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo, Leo, Leo. My lions. Next 7 days. Let's see what's going on for you. There's you. That's who you are. Strength. Job well done is what I heard. My job is complete. My job is complete. Interesting. 3 of coins. It's like you passed the torch on. Here's the thing. Your job is complete to an extent, but it comes with a karmic price because this is very similar to Cancer's energy, but I think you're bowing out of something out of dignity. Okay. You did all you can do in this situation. You've done everything you can to be there for an individual or a group. Okay. But there's something here where it's about fairness. And I feel like you've given something here and it's like, this is not fair. Now, some of you, it's not fair because let's say this is romantic. Then there's a third party here. It's like, well, wait a minute. There may be a Leo here who says, nobody makes me second place. I'm not a second. None of my fire signs are second choices. None of my fire signs. But sometimes the judgment is when Leo bows out. Now, this is something here where you give it your all and you just say, my job is done. There's no point of me being here. And I feel like you're doing something out of dignity. There's no point of me being in this scenario or this situation. I've done all that I could. And if that's what you choose, that's what you pick. It's out of my hands now. You guys are going to have to deal with your own karma. That's what this Leo's saying, or feeling, at least. It is a new direction. Yeah, look at that. You're not going to let individuals make you self-doubt on your motives and your moves and the kind of person that you are. You got the 8 of Swords twice. That's huge. 8 is returning stability. Actually, 3 times. You got 8, 8, 8. Ready? Because we have the major arcana here too. So you have 3 8s. Mastery, action, accomplishment. Congratulations again. They lost you. Their opportunity they missed out on. You did all that you could do. But you aren't missing any more opportunities because somebody is going around in circles. Yeah. Because the connections that mean something to you are important. And there is somebody here who chose a karmic partner or chose a karmic cycle to repeat a pattern again. And guess what? This Leo is not repeating this pattern again. It's just not. It's like I can, this is a test. But it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to step out of this. If this is like I'm seeing a pattern, I'm going to step out of this. I'm going to make a different choice and I'm going to be confident in the choice that I make. What advice does Spirit have for you, Leo? What advice does Spirit have for you? So much dignity here. I love how your strength is breaking free. I don't know why I said breaking 3, but I feel like breaking third party. Breaking free from being the third wheel. Now, third party doesn't have to be cheating either. It could be not made a priority, you know, always getting last in line here. It sucks. This Leo's given so much. It's like enough. If this is what you two want, then go ahead. I'm out. And I feel like there's something about you closing the door and let these individuals figure it out. Let these two figure it out. Breathing is out. I like that one. Because what do we have? The Shining here? What is this, like Tweedledee and Tweedledum? They have the same wounds. Congratulations. You saw a pattern. You also saw their ego. And yeah, you may have been forced to walk away, but you made a move. It's really hard to do that, right? Where an individual is like, oh, I've changed too, Leo. I got a lot to say. You're like, you're holding on to a blindfold. You're like, I threw mine to the wind. Okay. Like, I'm more optimistic, and this individual's trying to control something. So I just feel like you pulled out. That's what I got. All right, let's see what's going on for Virgo. Virgo is up next. We have Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and we always have a bonus at the end. So stay tuned. Definitely tried. Alrighty. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. I always love to see other tarot readers on here visiting. Virgo. It's like when I go visit a live and people are like, oh, I can't believe you're watching. And I'd be like, well, I believe it or not, guys, I like to get some insight too sometimes. It's like, just because we're readers doesn't mean we don't like to listen. We don't like to self-reflect. I love reading for myself, but sometimes I like to get out of my way. See what other people have to say. All right, Virgo. You ready, Virgo? Here we go, Virgo. That's awesome. 20 years. Keep going. Virgo. Sun. Strength. You're starting to see the light. Believe it or not, you are starting to see the light. You're starting to see the light. I love that you got the page here twice, but I also, what I'm really seeing here when we look at the dampened joy, right? This is such a beautiful card. I love that feels so good. Again, you see that that movement of just being free and optimistic and being in the moment. This is very much like the Fool. And this is what it feels like. I want to see the light. I don't want to be blindfolded. I want to feel the light. And there's just something about Virgo this week that your confidence is coming back, which is nice. There's a warmth. Now, some of you, this warmth could be a new connection, could be a new love interest. Others of you, this warmth could be a new job or something where like, this feels nice. I don't know. I'm thinking of that TikTok where they always did that sound effect where they usually do it with an animal, where an animal comes in and is like, this is nice. And it's coming from the outside and the domestic cat's looking at them like, get out of here, right? There's something here where this undomesticated cat here is like, this is nice. I'm feeling nice. There's freedom here. There's room here. I like it. Getting outside of your comfort zone. You're looking at a new view. You're feeling the sun and there's something that's encouraging you. And some of you, it's a person, could be a muse of some sort. Somebody here is making you feel good. Others of you, it's just a space that feels great. Now, some of you are going to be this push to renovate or to get rid of old stuff or rearrange the furniture. There's something here where you're like, I got to look at this differently. Yeah, differently. I love this too because it reminds me kind of like a butterfly who's about to like come out of cocoon stage here. It just reminds me of a cocoon. There's something here where you may see that all of the stuff that has happened to you had to happen in a particular time frame or phase so that you can truly appreciate this moment. Because there's a moment this week that you're really going to say, this is nice. I like this. I like this. And I like this for my Virgos. Someone here might be appreciating you, doting on you. Others of you, it's like, good job. You're doing an amazing job. We're so happy you're here. And it's hard. Sometimes we go back and forth, right? Because sometimes you question it, especially if you go from an unhealthy relationship to a healthy relationship. And you're like, well, what did you mean by that? And they're like, hey, I just was happy to see you. And sometimes it's not that we bring our trauma in. It's just that we're so programmed to think a specific way of how a person asks a question that we may have some old things that come up or old fears. And it's like, oh, I feel like somebody's saying to you, but I didn't mean it that way. Or, no, you have more time than that. There's no reason to rush, or you're new here. It's okay. But it's feeling it out. And it's like there's two sides here that you're going through. And it could be like, this feels nice, but at the same time, like, I'm afraid to lose it. Could be fear of that a little bit. Not a bad thing. You're stretching your arms up. I love that it's kind of like the hangman and the hangman child, because I feel like there's something about an inner child here who's getting a whole new experience of how it is to be appreciated. Isn't that fascinating? Because I feel like you are. I love this for Virgo, right? Like there's just this amazing opportunity here where it feels just nice. Okay. And I feel like you have encouragement, and it is going to build your confidence. And some of you, you're meant to put yourself out there. Even if you're in a relationship, it might be all of a sudden this person is encouraging you to try something new, like music. But there's something that it's like, yeah, why not? Why not try that? Look at all of these wands here. We have the 7, we have the page, and then we have the ace here. And I feel like, oh, and then we have the page again. So all of these energies here was a burden here to want to break free. We have all of that. It's like a 10. A 10 is a renewal. Even though it is the end, it's a renewal. It comes down to 1. So there's a rebirth here, and I feel this burning sensation of lust and love, and that feels great for you, and I think it's needed. It's just like a whole new side. I feel like Virgo is feeling pretty sexy this week, or you will be. It's especially when you're appreciative, especially when somebody sees you, views you, understands you. Yeah. And you may not have all of the pictures on the road here right off the bat. You know, now we have another two with the two of swords. But I feel like something here on the crossroads was you weren't ready. And Spirit's reminding you, hey, this happened in the time where you were able to appreciate this. And a lot of this appreciation has to do with securities. You had some insecurities. So now you don't have that. It's okay if Virgo's on their own or independent, but at the same time, they feel supported. They feel admired by something. And there's just something here where it's like, this is a nice environment versus trying to figure out where I got to go. I'm okay with just learning and seeing where this goes. And that's what this Virgo is doing in the next 7 days. That's what I got. All right, we're going to move on to Libra. Libra is up next. We got Libra, Scorpio, Saggy, Capricorn, Aquarius. And don't forget, we always have a bonus. Always have a bonus. Libra is coming up. Libra. A few more shuffles. My scales. You guys ready? Who's got Libra in their chart? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Remember cross watching? It might be vice versa. There's love involved or people watching involved. Just might be vice versa. All right. Herman energy, Virgo. Okay. Interesting that you got the 7 of Wands, validating the 7 of Wands here for the challenge. This is for a Libra who does things on their own. Simple as that. They would rather be out of the crowd. The challenge here is to ask for help, be with help, get help. But it's because you're independent. And it's not that you're ignoring the work. It's that you're looking upon something of having to get assistance or help of some sort. And I feel this energy of, I can do this. I can have a new start. But what's happening is something is becoming too much. And you're wondering, is this really, it's like you're feeling a little defeated, right? Where it's like, well, I'm doing this all on my own. But at the same time, like, I'm the only one who's in the boxing ring here. Okay. Like, I'm fighting myself. I'm fighting my own ego. Hi, Isis. Isis. Virgo just had a fantastic reading. You should go back. I don't know if you got Libra in your chart, but I think you have Virgo in your chart. Huh. Chaotic force. Who's this? You have an individual here who's had enough of your shenanigans. All right. I feel like you're getting assistance whether you like it or not. Somebody here has got a word with you, Libra. This is a peace offering of some sort. This person wants to bring you some peace. This person wants to bring you some peace. Couple different stories. So let's go with a variation here of you doing on your own. There's somebody here who knows that you're doing it on your own. And you have an individual here who has been saying, hey, I could be there for you. I want to be there for you. Can you open up more to me? Like, this person here is trying to communicate with you. And they're not going to force you, but there's something here about an unexpected invite, or just going for like, you're not on your own. This person here wants to be here. They want to create some peace for you. Now, others of you, if there's something where there was a fight or an argument, I feel like this individual realizes that you're pretty set in your ways. So it's like, I need to create some peace because they know you well enough. Hi, Friskers. Welcome. So I think this person knows you really well, regardless if you guys had a fight or not, or if there's somebody here who knows you're going through a lot of stuff and wants to be there for you. This person understands it. They can read you, whether you like it or not. They can. Yeah, they can. High priestess energy here. Okay. They know, but here's the thing. This individual wants to communicate and draw some peace with you, and to have some resolution or closure so that you can feel confident in the direction that you were going. So I feel like there's something about the last word spoken. And others of you, if this is a person here who you kept denying or kept saying, no, I'm okay, they said, I'm tired of you saying okay. If we are going to be in a connection, or we're going to be together, if we want this to flourish, we got to be open up to each other. This person is very intuitive. Your advice here. I love this. 6 of Pentacles. Take the hand, take the moment, see what it is, what they have to say. 6 of Pentacles is fairness, and this person is trying to be fair. Whatever they're stating, they're trying to be fair. It may feel not fair to you because they're frustrated, because they don't want you to feel this way. They don't want you to feel alone. There's something about how this person, now some of you, this person made you feel alone. Others of you, it's they hear you all the time on your own and they don't want you to feel that way. So you take it as it fits for your story. But I do feel that this person genuinely wants to clear the air with you. Okay. This is a lot of swords here. I feel like there's something about, we can't move on until we have some closure. And I do feel like this individual here wants to bring some light and some closure here of fairness, of justice in place. All right. That's what I have for Libra. We're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is up next. Hello, Sandra. Welcome. A lot of people are catching the replay. Jay, these are zodiac sign readings. These are not personal readings. The only personal readings I do are at Harmonia Friends Club. That's it. My membership area, or in my services. Sometimes I have my tarot. Actually, there are openings a little bit right now, but you can go to Harmonia Friends and look at it. But most people like the gallery area because it's $10. So they have ability to, as long as they show up. Scorpio, here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Ooh, the Magician. Infinite possibilities. So many options. Are you calling in options? I think that you don't want somebody to make you an option and you are selecting other options and they're not invited. I just feel like it is a great magician card. I feel like this Scorpio is manifesting something pretty darn amazing. It's a great card. He's got a great butt. But there's just something here where it's like, this is what I'm calling in. But how you're calling it in was these individuals, because I mean, it's the 7 wands on top of 7 of wands. These individuals, they're not my options, or this person's not my option. I'm calling in something new. There's got to be something better for me. And you're trying to be open to new opportunities, new possibilities, and seeing what's out there. And very defensive if others saying, hey, what are you doing? Now, if this isn't a person, Scorpio, this could be like, I'm minding my own business. I'm doing my own thing. And people are like, what are you working on? And it's like, none of your business. I'm just doing me. But there's something where you don't want individuals included who are asking you those questions. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're in manifestation mode. So sometimes we don't want to mix or state things because people put their energy and insecurities into it. That's why that saying is, hey, if you're trying to do something or manifest something, keep it quiet or keep it to your small, close circle, because individuals can help manifest your fears, right? So it keeps you from having something, not attaining something, and it's an unfair bias for sure. But we have justice energy here reversed. Libra could be dealing with the Libra, could be dealing with the law. All right. But I feel like this is the law of attraction. It doesn't necessarily have to be the law, but this is universal law. And I feel like there's something here where it's like, you're keeping me from what I truly desire. And it's unfair. And you can't come, or you are not an option, or I'm looking at something new. Oh, yeah. There's another. These cards are very intriguing. All right, we have the Knight of Cups here. You're leaving something behind. The 7 of Cups here with the Knight of Cups is the 8 of Cups. I just feel like you're looking for a new offer, new opportunity, investing your time and your efforts, and investing in something that's emotionally fulfilling for you. And you're not letting somebody steal that dream, not let somebody piss on your parade, not let somebody here take away your rest, because I feel like enough is enough. This Scorpio has been sick with this. I don't know. It's almost like I feel like your health has deteriorated because of a situation that you've been in that has just taken so much out of you that you're like, I can't be around this anymore. This isn't healthy for me. Why am I doing this to myself? I gotta look at other things. And you are. You're truly invested on seeing what those opportunities are and not letting somebody in, The Moon, Pisces energy. There's Fenrir. Could be dealing with a Pisces, but I also feel this energy of illusions. And there's something here where you just want to break free. I just heard the song I Want to Break Free by Queen. All right. This is something where this individual plays victim to scenarios that's beyond what you can do, and always makes you feel bad. Always leaves you picking up the pieces. Always makes you feel like you're doing something bad. And it's like, I'm tired of cleaning up the pieces. I'm tired of cleaning up the cups. I need to look for an opportunity that has my back. I need to look for a person that has my back. Yeah. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and the bonus is up. Yeah, these cards are cool. I'm liking them. This is the Talking Tarot deck. I don't know if it's in the description box yet because I just chose the cards this evening. I've been working with a lot of them, so I might have just copied it over from the other one. But I will have it in the description. You can get them off Amazon. Most of my cards I try to get from Amazon, but I have been going to more independent decks because I like to support artists and other tarot readers. So Saggy is kitty cat. is excited. Lily is up. It's a very smart deck. You know why? If you have your phone right now, you can just QR code it. Look, they put their QR codes on here. It's like, who made this deck? It's just, I'm assuming the QR code has to do with the meanings of the cards too, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's a talking one. I like it. There's another deck that's similar by this. This is like the Learning Tarot one. It's a Tarot skills one. They make another one. It's an intuitive one. I like the art on there too, because it's photography. I knew exactly what you were saying though. So I could read between the lines, I guess, Isis. I got you. All right, Sagittarius. You ready? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks, guys, for sharing all the love here. We got quite a few people on here tonight. Thank you for all your love and support. It really does mean the world to me. And make sure you guys are tapping that love button. Make sure you're subscribed. And that's how you benefit the channel. Nancy's like, I tried it. It explains the meanings. Yeah, cool. But it got to the deck is where I was trying to say. I'm sure that that's a really smart thing to do, to put a QR code on there for the newbies. Hello, Marty. We do have some Facebook people on here. Marty's usually my Facebook guy, but we have a couple people on there. Facebook have been having issues with notifications. All right, Saggy. Here we go. Sagittarius. 10 of Cups. Everybody's leaving circles. Everybody's leaving karmic cycles. You know, it's just too much work. It's too much effort. I think that you're going to keep to yourself. I think you were tired. Yeah. Tired. Aries energy here. Taking charge. All really the same messages here, but there's something about an environment that I think you try to keep to yourself or mind your own business. And it's hard to do when there's a whole bunch of people bickering around you. Now, some of you, this is work and it's like, I'm just going to bury myself in my cubicle or do whatever I got to do. Now, others of you, if this is an unhappy home or a relationship that is consistently you got to deal with, some of you, it is an ex because you have parental, maybe you've got kids in there and you got to deal with the ex still, but it is like, I feel the Sagittarius is fed up. I feel that they're tired. It's like, you know, I can't please everybody, but at the same time, I don't want to sit here and pretend everything's okay either. So sometimes you got to create space in doing so. It's like, I don't want to hear it. All right. You might have somebody here who wants to have a discussion with you. And it's like, I don't want to hear it this week. I don't want to hear it. Okay. I just want to mind my own business. I just want to stay in my own lane. Nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because these people or this person is not authentic. You know they're full of shit. This is why this irks this Sagittarius. This person wears a mask and then pretends that you're their best friend. And it's like, let's just put down the facade here. Let's just put this down and look at it for what it truly is. And this person may go to you, are you angry with me? Or what's up with you? Because I think it's a completely different demeanor. No, you have clarity. You have clarity. You're like, you're full of shit. I don't have to deal with it. Right? I'm just going to stick in my own lane. I don't have to deal with your stuff. You know, I'm just, okay, if you want to be ignorant, I'm going to be ignorant too. I'm ignorant of this. I'm not going to give you my piece of advice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to do my own thing. And you know what? I'm not going to listen to it either. Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords. Remember, your strength here was that Eight of Swords, believe it or not, is denial. It's like, you want to deny it? I'm going to deny it too. But the denial thing here is removing yourself. Yeah. Removing yourself. Thank you. Thank you, Papa Wheelies, for the donation. I really appreciate the love donation. This is something here where if a person is picking a fight with this Sagittarius this week, fine. Do it yourself. Figure it out. If you know better or you think that everything, figure it out. It was very sweet. I love that. Seven of Wands twice. 7-7. One more, I would say go to the casinos. You do. You have 7-7-7. Go to the casinos. Look at this. 5 of Wands. Stick up for yourself. And this person is full of shit. And if they want to pick a fight, then you know what? Just mirror back to what they got to say, because you already know. And I think there's just something here. Look at this with that 8 of Wands where you're going to actually drop it and say, well, then you clean up this mess. This ain't my mess. All right. So you think you can handle it? You go ahead and handle it. I will exit left. No problem. No problem. I just see some of you may be leaving work early. Others of you, it's like, oh, you think you can handle the kids? Oh, good luck handling the kids. Good luck. Oh, I can do everything on my own. I do this. Sure you can. All right. All right. You can have them an extra day or this or that. There's just something where you're just, okay, doing it. All right. That's what I have for Saggy. We're going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorn is up next. Okay, Capricorn is up. You're welcome, Marty. Head up high. Let them clean up the mess themselves. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Stick around, guys. We still have a bonus after Aquarius. Capricorn, next 7 days. Nine of Swords, reverse. King of Swords, a lot of swords here. Libra energy, Gemini, Aquarius as well, but I always see it as a Libra, to be honest. Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Compromise? I feel like somebody here is willing to compromise with you. I think that for a little bit, you were very worried that sticking your ground would make a person reject you, go away from you. But I feel like there's something where it's like, no, I did what's right for me. I can't worry about this. And it's something where I do feel that you couldn't deny this anymore. You have some self-doubt here, but I do feel like you defended yourself and you spoke up for yourself. But I also feel like there's an energy here. He does look like Justice. He does. But I feel like there's this energy with this individual who wants to have an honest conversation with you, and you're open to have this discussion if they show up fair, if they can keep their emotions set to the side. Now, the Queen of Cups is ironically, with this water energy, doesn't always show their emotions. So even though you feel very deeply and you intuitively know what this person's are, I think for some of you are like, are they going to have the capacity to not overreact? But I would be open to listen to them. So I feel like you stuck your ground and somebody here does want to have a discussion with you. You know why? Because you're confident. And even though you put your foot down, the doors are open and you're out the door. Now, some of you gave an ultimatum saying, come out the door. This person doesn't want to lose you. I think this person here, this is really for a Capricorn. Now, Capricorns, when they make up their mind to let somebody go, I mean, they can really cut the door and like no turning back. So I think you made this person very well aware of that. Like once I go through the store, there's no point of me turning back. And this individual, the thought of losing you in any kind of capacity, they would end up breaking their own heart with this. All right. So this individual here knows that if they approach you, they got to be very, very cautious on how they do so. And I feel like it's an apology, actually. Yeah, look at that. We have the Two of Coins. It wasn't quite upright because I feel like this person here took their time on coming back. But I got to tell you this person, the reason that they took their time so much is because they were consistently reassessing this to make sure that they weren't overly emotion and that they were being ethical and not blaming. So this is an individual here. Believe it or not, there are some grownups out there, not all, and it's not going to be for everybody, but there are individuals here who do want to have some kind of offering here. And I feel like it's about making you a priority or making the situation a priority. And this individual sees now that the opportunity here is that you're going or you're leaving, or you said, I don't need to be here. So whether this is romantic or not, I feel this energy here of you giving an ultimatum and was like, it can't keep going this way. I really would like to stay, or I really would like this works out, but it's not going anywhere. So I do feel like there was a whole holding pattern with this person where they were going back and forth of how to communicate. And you're like, oh my gosh, well, I guess no answer is an answer, which it is. But this person here is also afraid of running out of time. So I feel like this individual sees you going in a new direction and they know they have to step up. They know they have to do what's fair. What advice does Spirit have for you? No reversals. Here we come. The King of Pentacles. This is a solid opportunity here. There you are. Okay. You know your worth. And your emotions have been spilled before, and you're not giving all your emotions away. I think for a lot of you, you don't want to showcase your hurt because it's like, I don't want them to know how much they really mean to me in that sense. Okay. There's something about you being closed off in that way. But when I think of the King of Pentacles, which is your energy, it's someone who's very nurturing and has the ability here to be strict and fair and invest wisely. And there's just something here where somebody was not investing wisely into you. No, it left you doing all of the work while they fooled around or played around or made you an option or just made you less of a priority. And it was just kind of like, well, why would I keep putting the work in here if I'm never able to enjoy it with you, or if you're always choosing other people or another connection? And it's like, I guess I'm going. I guess I got to take my coin and go somewhere else. I guess I got to grow somewhere else. But it's like you stated it and then you took your actions with it. So you stuck to your guns with leaving or stating that, but you haven't quite left yet. And I feel like this person here wants to have that conversation here. They know that it was unfair. They have completely ignored it, and they realize that they played a really terrible game with you. All right. That's what I have. Let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius is up next. Now, when we get to the final sign, this is usually where people start dropping off because people are watching the replay, and so there's not actually a lot of live people watching right now. So to help get the algorithm up, but also to show support to the channel, support that I've been on here for almost an hour and a half, go ahead, make sure you guys are subscribed, make sure you give that love button, and I ask of you so kindly to check out Harmonia Friends Club, my membership area, because it's not just a paid area, it is a community, and it is a really cool kick-ass community. It's been there for over 2 years, and I'm so just proud of how much not only content's over there, but individuals who support one another. So if you want a really cool community, go check them out. There's 2 tiers, even if it's just the reading tier. Tier 2 is the best one because you get to be a part of it. But go ahead, say like, let me know that you're here for the bonus, because also if you comment bonus, the reading may be more tailored to you. So go ahead, comment bonus. Bonus, bonus, bonus. Here we go. Tier 2, it's not happening this week, but in a couple of weeks, there's going to be a new sign up for my tier 2s who want a chance, instead of the galleries, to have a gallery night that's going to be live on YouTube. So you guys are always going to be first on the list for chance for readings, but those will be live. So I'll give you the night that I will be on, and then you just join the list, and you can join me live on YouTube for a chance of your reading. You got to be present, though. I'm not going to be doing readings when nobody's present. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Last but not least, I love my Aquarius. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, the Empress. The Eight of Wands reversed. God, this Seven of Wands keeps coming on top of the Seven of Wands. Well, let's talk about the Empress. She's upright. So I love when she's upright because, yes, she's all 4 queens in one. She's very protective. She's very loving, and she knows how to be an amazing leader. She's there for people. But she's a really good listener too. And she's just very compassionate. But she also can know when to put her foot down and say, hey, you can't take advantage of me, or you got to show up right to me. And I feel like there is a scenario or situation, at least for now, where you're realizing somebody isn't coming to you, not in the way that you anticipated. Okay. I think that there's something where you either feel blocked or you have an expectation of somebody here to show up in a particular way. I also feel this energy that you needed to step away because of you had your belief system, which you're okay. You're allowed to have that, right? We have that Seven of Wands here with it. You want a new direction. The new direction here was you didn't want to fight about this anymore. Or you didn't want to force somebody here to, you know what it feels like? It feels like also too, and this is not going to be for all of you. Some of you have an individual who has this anticipation of you just coddling or going over to pick up the pieces, and you're not doing that this week. You're like, well, if you have an issue, you better come on over and tell me what the issue is, because I'm not going to go and find you. You may be hearing some kind of gossip here through another that somebody's talking smack about you. Look at how it landed. I got to take it this way. Six of Wands here reverse. Okay, so maybe you're getting a little bit of a bad rep. Maybe you're getting a rep here of being like the Joker, okay? Where you can't win them all, but at the same time, it's like, well, If you want to make me out to be a villain because I'm choosing or sticking to my guns, that's one thing. But I have no problem if you choose to exit, So I feel like you're pretty firm on this person approaching you versus anything around the other way. And there is somebody here that is very, very held back, okay? Because there's an expectation. Seven of Cups. I think you gave this individual a lot of different options and different areas of how they could take different routes to make them fulfilled. The thing is I think you have someone here who's very picky. I just heard picky eater. It's kind of like they're like, that doesn't work. Now, this may be a person who's pessimistic around you, Aquarius, too, who goes, yeah, no. And you're like, well, have you tried this or tried that? And they ask for your advice. And you're like, why are you freaking asking for my advice if you just dismiss everything? Or if you know better, then why are you asking me? You may run into that this week. It's like, well, I have an option here too, but here's the option. I'm going to look at these and taste them and see what's out there. And there's something here where you're showing that it's like, can you at least try? Can you try a different approach? Because you're trying to take a different approach with this individual. And maybe you're just showing them all the cups again and saying like, I already gave you those options. I already gave you some ideas. But we got the Page of Wands again. Okay. I feel like you're putting a wall up. I think that you are telling a person, I'm sorry. This is all I can give you. You have plenty to choose from, but at this point, I can't do the rest. So you either approach me in a way when you make a decision on something and then we can work it out, or then we can see something out, but you got to do some work. And this person is immature. There may be an age difference, but I also feel that this person has a little bit, they've held you back, and I think the holding back part is because like you wanted to see this person grow, or you really cared about them in some sense. What advice do we have for Aquarius? It's like, I feel like you lit the candle here for them to look at the window to say, just come to me, come to me. And this person didn't take the opportunity to do that. And it's like, all right, well, they're not coming to me. They're already seen the option. So now I have to go a different direction because I'm not waiting here. No, you got to work on your own happiness. And that's what you're looking at. This individual here, it's hard to, they don't realize the sun is there. And I love how the sun is eclipsed out. All right. There's a lot of stuff presently that they could be focused on that is really good and is something that is more vibrant. But for you, it's kind of like if there's a shadow here who's constantly you're waiting on, you're going to end up getting hurt. You're going to end up getting burned and not realize it. So you can't stay in this person's darkness. You can't stay in this person's shadow. Ooh, shadow self. This person's dark. They are, because they procrastinate. They don't change. So if they're going to hang up, and there's something for some of you guys, you got to realize there may be a really big pause here. And the pause here, this is not something that's going to be like, they'll be back in 4 days. It might take 4 years for this individual to figure it out. But I feel like this person is gaining a new perception of reevaluating the opportunities or options that you did give or handed to them. And you can't give any more because you have to focus on what your growth is. And you do care about how somebody challenges themselves or grows or takes accountability. And you're not really helping them by not taking, the accountability of that. Maybe you're doing the job for them or doing their homework. This Aquarius isn't doing it. No, siree. All right. One more. We got the bonus. Dun, 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 dun. We made it. Nicola, these are all signs, Zodiac readings. So check your placement. We're on the bonus one right now. One more shuffle. And we'll get to it. We'll just be open to it, and the message may be for you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. And then when you watch the replay, check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. You have more than one area in your chart. So many, that's why I love all sign readings. There's so many areas that you can visit and see and play with your intuition. These readings are sometimes become spot on because of you, and it has nothing to do with me. I'm just a storyteller. This is the time to play with your intuition. Maybe you were called to listen and you just got to trust your gut that you're here for a reason. All right, collective, are you ready? Here we go. Go bonus. I'll call out signs as I see them. Oh boy, the Queen of Swords here is reversed. That's how we're starting the reading. Oh, oh my gosh. Who has hit villain era? Who is going down the streets and just, I don't care. I don't care. You do what you do. A lot of people are getting this message tonight. So it's just a strong message. So it doesn't surprise me this is coming for the collective. The Queen of Swords is more Libra energy, but Gemini, Aquarius as well. All right. This is somebody here who's closing the chapter and says, I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm not doing that. I'm cutting that out. It's not, no, I'm not going to be polite about it. I'm just going to tell you I'm done. I'm done. And there's something here where I feel you close a book, but like you put your hands up in the air and say, I'm done. I'm done. It's time to, I'm finalizing this myself. A collective saying, I'm finalizing this myself this week. And I will persevere and I will get through this regardless. I will, because whatever you were putting time and effort into before wasn't getting you anywhere. You weren't getting any returns. Some of you, it's realizing that you're at a dead-end job. Others of you, it's like you're at a relationship where this person is never going to step up. It doesn't matter. It's just somebody here who's like, I'm done waiting around for you to make a change. Hey, guess what? I'm going to be the change. It's me. My collective here is going, it's me. I'm going to be the change. And I'm going to be victorious out of this. And I'm going to be happy about this. But the happiness comes with a price. There's pain here. If you think of Joker's story, we think of pain. It wasn't a great story. He went through a lot of ridicule and harshness and sadness, but he was done with how he was treated by society. And there's something here about a group that treats you like shit, or a person. And some of you, this person, it has to do with family. Some of you, it's a company, but it's like whatever is kept in this company of this individual, it's just their little minions. Like, I'm going to create my own circus. I'm getting out of this ring. I'm done. Now, some of you, you aren't quite done out of this ring here. You might have stated it. You might have claimed it, but it's about really cutting it off and going a different direction. You're like, I can't just say it anymore. I got to do something about this. And I got to make some cuts here because this has kept you stuck. Mm-hmm. And I also feel like you're breaking a lot of ancestral roots here. These are things that maybe you didn't have the courage here to break these cycles before. Some of you, especially if it's like relationships where maybe you've seen, especially if this is love, right? Maybe you grew up around individuals like your grandparents or something that hated each other, but they were still with each other. And it's like, why were they together? Like there's nothing. I said, just because they had to be together, you're like, screw that. I'm not doing that. If we don't like each other, we don't like each other. Well, let's just be done with it. Okay, we got the best out of it. Maybe it was just the kids out of it. That's it. I'm done. I'm still going to have my own life, but I'm not living a hollow incompleteness because of one decision that I made. Whoever's company you made or decision that you made, I also feel like I'm not keeping this company anymore. I'm not waiting around for an individual. Some of you are saying, I'm not waiting around for an ex to come back. I'm done. Some of you may say, oh, I got a reading today and it says that I'm in a reunion. You're like, no, I'm done. Swipe. I'm done. I don't care. They're not coming back. I'm not watching that anymore. I'm not watching readings anymore. I'm done with that scenario. And that's okay. That's healthy. I sometimes tell people, hey, make sure you take a break. If you're hearing the same story over again and you're trying to get out of the cycle, then sometimes take a break. You know, as soon as you hear it and you're like, you know what, this is starting to sound like an old repetitive, I'm done. I'm going to click off this. Today is not my reading, and that's okay. It would be insane and asinine to think that every reading's for you, right? So there's something here where you just got to be, I'm done with it, and realize that not every story is yours. But at the same time, with the Three of Wands here, I feel the setback here is being stuck in a loop with company that as you've outgrown. You know, you've outgrown. It's seeking out something new, seeking out a new direction, seeking out a new tribe, seeking out what lights you up. All of these things have to do, look at these words, diminished returns, hollow completion, unexpected setback. You're done with all that. I don't want any of that. No, I'm done with having these challenges over one. Okay, if it's not for me, what does that mean? Rejection is protection. I'm going to break the cycle. I'm going to break this karmic cycle. A new direction. And you are taking a new direction because you're realizing you don't want to gamble it anymore. You don't want to gamble it away anymore, collective. It's pretty amazing that you have the world, the Wheel of Fortune, and smack in the middle is the Three of Wands, because I feel like this idea of waiting and to receive is baloney. And so you're looking at this and going, the only one who's going to break free from this is me. And I have to be optimistic that I do have a new start and something better is going to come in. But me holding on to this past or me holding on to these individuals or this place is not helping me. It's making me stay in a cycle. And you're seeing these patterns come over and over again. It's not just you, it's relationships around you, your parents, your grandparents. It's like you're breaking ancestral binding of some sort that just is an achievement in a huge way. Yeah, Five of Wands. This is someone here who can confront the fire, but also not feed the fire either. I feel there's something here that you've been feeding and you're realizing, well, if I just walk away from this, or if I just throw everything in there, it's just going to explode. It's just going to burst on open. But you know what happens? It's going to go all the way. It's not, it's literally annihilating here. I feel like the phoenix. I feel like something's burning around you. You're just done. Right? What you're fighting for now is an ending. What you're fighting for now is release. And when you hit those rock bottoms, there is only one way, and it is up, and it's not easy. It is painful. It's as painful as fuck. But you have the ability to have a rebirth, a new start, and to just let this all fall to pieces. You don't need to keep feeding this anymore. That's what I got. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the bonus. Make sure you guys are checking out all your other placements. I will be back here live on Saturday. You guys have a kick-ass week, and I much appreciate all your guys' support. Have a great week. Take care.